Hey, hey. What area is that?
Yeah, not sure to tell you the truth.
That building, it's the, what's it called? I'm forgetting. It's,
Man, I really don't know, you know, I never checked it out.
Hey, have you taken a trip up the river?
Sorry, I don't know what it's called either.
And the PR lady told us. Wang Po, does that sound familiar?
It sounds Chinese if that's what you're asking.
You don't get out much, do you?
I wake up, go to practice, I'm home. It can't be that much different than you, right?
Oh, me? No, man. I get cabin fever all the time. Sometimes I just gotta take a day and go to the beach. Maybe take a trip to the mountains. See, I like to touch every new city that I'm in. Just see what's out there.
Man, if it's not basketball, I'm probably not going.
I mean, but you still get to live in a cool place like this and play ball.
Yeah, but this place is just a step for me. Like, I'm trying to get my numbers up so I can get back home, you know? Get back to where I can have a real career.
Yeah, but what if this is the last time that you're ever in this city? I mean, look around. This place is amazing. And as far as a career goes, wouldn't hurt to slow down. People can recognize desperation as much as talent.
Man, that's easy for you to say. You're already in the NBA.
Okay. Never mind, man. I see where you're at. Hey, that's not what I think it is it?
Now, that's the one place I do get out to. Boom.
No way. It's a classic 2K.
Yup.
Can't believe they still have this.
Yeah, man, it's the only one in town. Yo, you remember we used to play your brother's copy in the dorm? Because everyone was too cheap to buy the new console.
How could I forget? I remember back then that was the one game I let you win on.
Oh, see, I know what you're trying to do, but it's not gonna work.
All the tournaments that I won?
All right, one game, let's get it.
That's all I need.
From Boston, 2K Sports presents the NBA. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets and the Boston Celtics. Good evening, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And Clark, tonight's game featuring two of the best defensive teams in the league.
Exactly, Kevin. The Rockets with length on the wings and the Great Wall. Yao Ming guarding the rim. They get it done defensively.
But the story of the season has been the new big three here in Boston. And with the big ticket, Kevin Garnett patrolling the middle, their defense has improved dramatically.
Star talent, great coaching on both sides, GA. Should be fun to watch.
And what a difference a year makes. This time last season, the Celtics had just a 10-19 record, bottom four in the East. This season, 26-3, best in the league.
And the starting lineups for the Rockets, Bobby Jackson and Tracy McGrady in the backcourt, Shane Battier and Luis Scola, the forwards, and the big man in the middle, Yao Ming. And the Celtics, second-year guard Rajon Rondo at the point alongside Ray Allen. Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett at the forwards. And Leon Poe will hold down the center. And Clark, you look at the Rockets, obviously McGrady and Yao Ming are the focal points, but do they have enough around them to contend for an NBA title?
You know what, Kevin? I think they're deep enough. You know, they've got smart veteran role players, intriguing young ballers, but Yao and T-Mac have certainly got to lead the way.
Here's Jackson following the score by Kevin Garnett.
Well, I tell you what, Bobby Jackson gives his team a really nice spark, Kevin. He's a bona fide scorer who can knock it down from anywhere and plays with such energy. It's infectious and contagious.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hayes the pass to Yao. That one goes in.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
And the Rockets coming off a 17-point loss on their home floor to the We Believe Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Kevin, the Warriors outshot them and outboarded them. And the Rockets will have to do a ton better tonight if they want to get a W.
Nobody near Allen. Drills the three-pointer. Allen's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And it's Rondo in the corner. Garnett, right side. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
And well, for the Rockets, 2 superstar talents in Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming. When healthy, they've shown they can play with anybody.
So on the floor for Houston, they've got Shane Battier. He's out there with Mutombo. And there's Jackson, and it's McGrady in at the shooting guard. You know, Greg, we saw that Kobe-Shaquille O'Neal duo win 3 straight NBA titles. Clark, the McGrady-Yao Ming pairing, kind of following that same thought process.
Yeah, well, you're thinking about it from this standpoint, Kevin. A big man, a behemoth of a man in Shaq, and a 2-guard in McGrady who can take over with his scoring. It gets back to health, though. They need to be right physically to contend.
Good point. Houston making a switch. Heads checked in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Boston leading by 4.
An uneven start to this season for the Rockets. So far, a losing record. They have struggled to live up to expectations.
Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. McGrady against Allen. And it's McGrady that time on the assist from Chuck Hayes.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's Hayes. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Garnett with the block.
Cannot forget about the defensive Garnett now. Outstanding at knowing when to time his leap to block the shot.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint, here's Poe, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Man, what a big turnaround for the Celtics defensively. Is it as simple as adding Kevin Garnett, or is there more to it?
Rondo, the head of the snake, coming into his own. Vets like Tony Allen and Kendrick Perkins, also difference makers defensively.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Passes it to Cassell. Hits the three-point bomb. Cassell's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston. Battier, the pass to Landry. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
And when everyone's keying on you, you have a choice. Become passive or just work that much harder. He consistently chooses the latter.
And, you know, Greg, that's the kind of effort you see from great players. I mean, the will, just unrelenting will, not backing down.
And Rick Adelman taking over as head coach for the Rockets this season. Before this, 8 years in Sacramento, had a great team there as well.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Garnett out there with Pierce. Then it's Allen. Then there's Perkins. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Here's Pierce, stolen by Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Tracy McGrady.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Greg, you're talking about Adelman guiding the Kings to the playoffs every season. You know, Clark, they have and have had a chance at that big ring.
Yeah, they really have, Kevin. It's just unfortunate they haven't been able to quite get through the Lakers. I mean, easily, I think, could have won the title in 2002. And he also had some terrific teams back in Portland.
He did, and I think he's orchestrated this team in Sacramento so well. They're high energy, fancy passing. They're fun to watch.
Extremely fun to watch. One of the more entertaining teams in the league. You know, a two-game homestand here for the Celtics, coming off a road trip where they won all 4, bookending the trip with big wins in Sacramento and L.A.
And the Lakers, a great team in their own right. The Celtics beat them by 19 points, and they're just in a heck of a groove.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Rondo passes to Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflated.
Cassell, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Rockets. Brooks checked in for Jackson. Rockets trail by 11.
And just amazing to see the turnaround here in Boston with the Big Three. A franchise with a tremendous history. How about a league-leading 16 championships? This roster might have a chance to deliver even more hardware.
Another miss by Houston.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Boston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rockets trail by 11. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Shane Battier is out there with Carl Landry. And it's Mutombo. Then it's Brooks. And it's Francis in at the 2 spot. Here's Cassell to the middle. Pierce finds Allen. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the pass to Posey. Here's Cassell. It's Pierce on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. And this is Doc Rivers' 4th season coaching the Boston Celtics. Clark overall, 13 years as a player. He was an all-star. Now 8 years as a coach in the league.
Well, I know my math numbers. That adds up to well over 2 decades in the league. He's an experienced hand to guide this veteran group.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 9. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Perkins, he's checked in for Brown. Garnett comes in for James Posey. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Allen. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cassell. McGrady against Pierce. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Perkins. Pierce against McGrady. The 11-footer, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Pierce has got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Love the mid-range shot of Pierce, man. It is so consistent and reliable and fundamentally sound. Easily gets it off.
Allen outside. Pass to Pierce. Puts up a three. Rebound by Yao.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Battier, that's for two. Offensive rebound. Rejected by Pierce. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Poe. That one doesn't go. And so here is Houston. They trail by 11. Head. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Cassell. Kicks it to Poe. And so it's the Boston Celtics, Clark, defending their home court.
And in the process, extending their win streak. Still just 3 losses on the season.
Hard enough to beat them, but with these great Boston fans giving them a boost, it's even harder.
Great atmosphere indeed. It was our pleasure being a part of it. And so now for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right. Hey, man, it's getting late. You know, I should start heading back soon.
Oh man, I'm my bad. I got a little carried away. You don't want to try for another round?
You know, practice, man. Like, got to build on some nice momentum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that works. I'm headed back to LA tomorrow. And it's a long flight. Nah, it is.
Actually, no, I don't. I'm stuck here. Remember?
You know, it was really good to see you, AI. And I hope you find a place that you feel comfortable in soon.
Okay. See, there it is again. Do you actually listen to yourself when you talk?
I'm just trying to walk up out of here like we're friends,
No,
okay?
it's
That's
so
it.
condescending, though. I mean, like, I hope you find a place where you feel comfortable.
I
Like,
mean
what
it.
is... yeah, I'm sure you do.
Look, maybe things aren't exactly the way that you dreamed right now, but look at where you are. What you do, it's a privilege.
It's always funny how folks who lecture you about privilege and enjoying what you have are exactly the same people who have everything.
You're missing this moment, AI.
No, please keep explaining to me the hollow misery of being an NBA star, Corey.
There's so much more to this game than just taking the final shot or putting up your numbers. And that's always been your problem.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, be real with yourself. How much you know about your teammates in Shanghai? Or even back with the Bulldogs? What made those guys hungry? Where their hearts lived? You never cared about anyone but yourself, AI, and they all see it. And until you do, this is exactly as far as you'll go.
No way. Yo, this is insane.
Yo.
Man.
You kidding, man?
Hey, wait.
Hey, I catch you
Yo.
later.
Hey, remember that video? The dunk on Corey, the one that went viral? Check this out, man. It's being retweeted everywhere.
Hey, coach looking for you.
Oh, all right, cool. Hey, man, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere.
AI，记你的技术平稳进步。你知道我平常不夸奖人，
You have
并
been
且
steadily
我不
improving
擅
this
长夸
season.
奖。
You know I don't normally administer personal praise or do it well.
I know, sir.
我知道，教练。
I'm saying, you do. I know what you're saying. Thank you.
们的办公室接到了有人打听你的消息。
Our office has received inquiries about you, about your status with the team,
My status?
你的合同，
your contract.
Are you trading me? Sir, you said yourself I'm playing the best ball I've ever played. There's no other team in China I'd rather play with. I made a life with this.
basketball is your life。
You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not up to me.
办公室收到了你的转会邀请，
Office has received a transfer request.
Is this about that video? The one I made that went viral? They noticed it, didn't they? I guess that's what happens when you dunk on Corey Harris.
跟你的灌篮视频无
It
关。
has nothing to do with your slam dunk video.
Wait, he understood that? Has he heard everything I said since I've been on this team?
Yes,
Even the thing I said about...
yes。
Yeah, okay. My bad.
对方开的条件挺好，你得尽快离开。
The terms are satisfactory. You need to leave as soon as possible.
Where am I going? Hey,
Welcome to LA, sir.
thanks, man.
You ready to go?
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is weird, but I was just so excited to see signs written in English. LA, baby. I have arrived. Woo! Oh, by the way, man, I am so sorry about this, but I didn't have time to change my yuan into dollars for a tip.
It's all taken care of, sir.
It is? Okay. Gotta love the Lakers.
Hey, AI.
Oh, hey.
Glad I found you. How's it going? They're just wrapping up in there.
Oh, yeah, it's great, man. Hey, looking, I'm sorry I'm late. Airport traffic was totally brutal.
No worries, we're used to it. I'm Darren Stackhouse, coach of the South Bay Lakers.
Yeah, it's the G League team, right?
Hey, Marcy, you got to read on my lunch? I want a tuna and cheese on 7-grain bread, and then these sprouts they like to stick in there.
There's no 7-grain. And I've been to this place and I've seen the cheese and it's buyer beware.
So what, are you gonna give me a little bowl of tuna and slap it on a paper plate? I don't want that.
They can do rye.
No, I don't want tuna and rye. That doesn't taste good.
Tuna's delicious on rye.
Are you saying that because you actually believe it or because of my lack of options?
Tuna's gross, so I guess the second one. Is this the guy?
This is the guy.
Interns out and I picked the short straw for lunch. I'm Marcy, I do analytics. Your PR is solid, but you gotta get those wind shares up if you want to stick.
Gotta get him up.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, let me give you the rest of the tour.
That's really nice of you, Coach, but I slept on the plane and I'm good to go for practice, seriously.
Okay, but those guys are wrapping up in there. Practice doesn't start for another hour.
Wait, they're wrapping up.
Yeah, the Lakers. So, the locker room is down here, saying this is a brand new facility, our home. And your new home. What's the problem, kid?
My new home.
Your new home. Now listen, our roster's a little depleted this year, okay? We got some problems, but I got high hopes for you.
Coach,
Stackhouse.
yes, Coach Stackhouse.
His name is Coach Stackhouse.
I don't have a manager yet to give me with, like, logistics and people to help me out, so...
Right, okay. We're
listen,
here
my
now,
Chinese
though.
isn't all that great,
Okay.
so... sometimes things aren't completely clear. Are you saying that I left the Shanghai Bears for the South Bay Lakers?
Yes.
Not the Los Angeles Lakers.
Did someone tell you you were coming here to play in the NBA?
They just said, you know, L.A., and then 10 minutes later I'm on a plane, and...
No, I get it. That's a tough pull, kid, but, it's the G League. South Bay Lakers. If you have a problem with it, please.
No, Coach,
No problem.
I'm good, yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Sure you
100%.
Need a cup of water?
No, I'm good, man. Let's do it.
Good, let's continue this tour. I got things to do.
Hey, Corey. Let me get at you real quick, man. This is a joke, right?
This is how this is gonna go, man. I don't even want to have the conversation.
Oh, whoa. What conversation is that exactly? I'm in a G League, man. I'm supposed to be on the Lakers, bro. I spent all this time dominating in the Chinese league.
It's not enough.
I put you on a poster in Shanghai.
Yeah, you showed me up. You played an inspired hat.
That's right, against all-stars, Corey.
It was a start.
Is that their word? Or is that yours?
Both. And to tell you the truth, you ain't even on their radar. I've seen their boards, AI. I know who they're tracking, and you're not on there. I'm only telling you because I would want to know.
Sorry. Hey, I understand you.
Yeah, I hope so.
No, I'm saying I understand. It's refreshing.
Shut up. You know, I brought you here. At least, I called Stackhouse and he listened.
Wait a minute, you're the guy from after the game in Shanghai. Who are you?
My friends call me Big Toonie. It's not the name my mom's gave me, but it's just as important.
Oh, God, you're Big Toonie?
You sound surprised.
Well, no, it's just, like, when people hear about you, it's like they're describing someone that doesn't really exist.
That's because I'm willing to make decisions no one understands.
Everyone thinks that you should be a GM, and you always turn them down.
Anybody with a TV remote control can make a lottery pick. North Philly, Rucker, Greece, Lithuania. That's where I'm at home, where the game is played. Shit. I'm like an old man on the beach with a metal detector, trying to find that piece of gold no one else sees.
Do you think that's me?
Straight up? No.
Wow. Ouch.
But you might be. You just tried to run before you could walk or crawl. That's why you ended up where you needed to be.
Shanghai.
Then you learned how to crawl. That's why you're here.
Keep grinding.
But there's something more for you. Something missing.
Like what?
I put in a word for you once, AI. Just make sure I want to do it again.
AI, my man. Get over here.
Hey, Coach. Coaches.
AI.
You know, everyone on this team really appreciates everything you've done. You know that, right?
Well, I haven't had a chance to do anything yet, Coach, but I'm excited to win this team some games. I mean, y'all need me.
Ha. We appreciate that confidence. You are gonna be just fine. I have a sixth sense about these things.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Listen, there is no easy way to say this, but the South Bay Lakers now have unlimited credit at Reggie's, players and staff included.
Okay, I'm confused. What's Reggie's?
Reggie's Famous Grinder. It's the food truck on Sepulveda. Every local blog, top 10, 5 stars on every app that matters, and we're their new local lunch stop.
Oh, they make great sandwiches. The tuna melt is out of this world. They put 2 to 3 cheeses on every sandwich. It's great.
Swiss and provolone.
Swiss, provolone, and no rye.
No rye.
You like rye?
I'm more of an Italian roll guy myself. So, what is going on here?
Well, we made a deal, and Reggie's was in the deal we made, and we got a player, plus they're covering our Reggie's bill for a full year as part of the trade.
Trade for what?
It's a business. It's a business, kid.
Where am I going now?
Have a seat.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm just finishing up here. So,
Coach Cal.
just taking a nice long look at you. Welcome to the Mad Ants, son.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that with a straight face.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to offend.
No, it's Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know, I mean, here's what you need to know: the summers, the winters. Okay, we don't have any sports stations here, so we get all of our news from the Indianapolis affiliate. Okay, let me tell you something about Indianapolis. They think they're so cool because they have like restaurants and a mall, schools. We don't need all that stuff in Fort Wayne. Okay, thank you very much. But you know, we got other stuff here, like we got
Basketball?
Yes, like basketball. And oh, you know what else we have? Amish people. Did you know that?
No, sir. There's a lot of Amish.
Yeah, yeah, and they drive real slow in those little horse and buggies, I'll tell you what. But you know what they do? They make really great furniture. Did you know that? They can make any kind of furniture. They made this desk for me. You gotta pay them in cash, though, because they don't like to pay taxes because they hate the government. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's my theory. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, basketball. Discipline, control, and respect. Does that make sense?
I think...
Doesn't really, now that I say it out loud. But anyway, when you're at the Bulldogs, I thought you had a lot of discipline, a lot of control, but you don't respect your team. You know, you're not a team player. You gotta master that on the court and off.
Oh, I mean, sir, I never, had much of that.
I tell you what, a lot of guys, they burn out because they think their job ends at the buzzer. It doesn't. What I want you to do is to take some time, make yourself a better man, because that's gonna make the team better, okay? And if you treat Fort Wayne right, she'll pay you back in full.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, sir.
You're here because I wanted you here. So prove me right.
I got you, bro, I got you. Just hold still. I'm only gonna do this once. All right, out. I miss. I pay for every dinner this season, all right? Enough with the speeches, Paul, throw it! All right, here it comes. Ready? 1, 2.
Hey, man, you need a little...
Oh, hey, sorry, man.
It's all good, it's all good.
Wait. New guy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo! New guy. I'm Howie.
AI, nice to meet you, bro.
I'm the guy you'll see at the end of the bench. I think Coach mostly keeps me around because he doesn't know I exist. Occasionally he calls me Doug and confuses me with the equipment guy. Asks me to pick up a towel here and there.
And do you?
Nah, that's Doug's job. I don't want Doug to lose his job.
Hey, do you know which one of these is my locker?
Just pick one. That's what I usually do. Or just toss my stuff in a heap in the corner.
AI. Locker's over there. Make sure they put a new plate on this morning.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, wait, you Paul Tatum, right?
Yeah?
4 seasons with the Bulls, 6 with the Heat, one of those with the ring.
Yeah, now I'm a Mad Ant.
We working together.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Oh, baby, with you at my side, we gonna kill it, man. I can't wait.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see what we can do out there.
Thanks. Hey, can I get through real quick?
No, I'm good.
Look, bro, I'm gonna need you to slide over, okay? That's my locker.
I'll see you on the floor.
what's up with him?
Him? Is that a trick question?
Nah, the dude who was just by my locker, you know, only speaks in 2-word bursts.
He actually talked? It's Marcus Young. Must be warming up to you.
That's good to know.
So, I hear we get you and South Bay gets a deli counter?
Point guard too, but yeah. Open tab at a sandwich shop was part of the deal. Apparently it's on all the important lists.
I love lists.
Okay, cool. So, anything else I should know about this place?
Okay, so it breaks down like this. The bus. Don't even waste space in your bag for one of those neck pillows. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna sleep. You know, old gym socks everywhere. You know, basically, it smells like the 70s. Keep your shower time to a minimum. It's just good business because there's always a line. You guys kind of know to look out for each other here. Come on, let's move it! The food you already know about. Since we're always on the move, it's typically cheap and local. Local meaning a highway convenience mart or hotel vending machine if we don't have time for a longer stop. And we play cards. Lots and lots of cards. Buy a deck because playing euchre or beret with a few clubs missing just makes a bus ride that much longer. We have one of the toughest schedules in the league. And most of those travel miles are through stretches of the country that make your phone as useful as a paperweight. Welcome to the Mad Ants.
Thanks.
Hey, yo, check this out, man. When we get out there, I want to be sure that we are clear about who I am and who you are.
Hey, look, man. Coach wanted me here. Okay, that means that he thought that the roster was missing something. It was lacking. Now, I know who I am. So if I was to take a guess about who I would say you are, I'd say you're lacking.
It's my team. It's not yours. It's never going to be yours. I'm going to get my numbers.
Hey, man, everyone gets numbers. But they gotta be big if they mean something.
Okay. Let's see who scores the most points tonight.
Okay. You're on.
Your eyes sharp tonight. Teamwork plans, all smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
A man
Jackson Ellis.
in living color, in the flesh, large and in charge. You name it, I am it. And like the Phoenix, I have risen again.
Yeah? See, because I'm just surprised they let you through those metal detectors with all that steel pulsing through those broke knees, Jack.
Classic Tatum. All set up and no punchline. You sure you know how to play this game, man? Last time I checked, we weren't dropping set shots at the Peach Basket team.
AI, Howie, Jackson Ellis.
Hold up, freeze frame! Money, whenever you need it. ATM is in the building. What's up?
Okay, I'm confused. What is happening?
Oh, this is great. It's like a horror movie. They're everywhere.
And ATM. Smoke and mirrors.
You might not see us coming, and you definitely won't see us go. Better check your wallet, son, because you just got jacked. Hey, who's your little tag-along gang, Tatum? Looks like they got laws at the last week's Bieber concert. Bieber! Bieber!
Man, please with all this middle school trash talk. I used to study your moves coming up, Ellis. I'm gonna be like your shadow tonight. Anywhere you are, that's where I'll be.
Ooh, looks like we got ourselves a player, ATM. Yeah. First name A, last name I. From what we've seen, artificial intelligence pretty much sums up your whack game.
Okay, well, you better have all your money in the safe, ATM, because this crowd's about to see exactly how 2 dinosaurs went extinct.
Is that right? Well then, talk's over, little man. We're gonna make it our personal mission to make sure that every scout sees the tape of this here game, uses it as an example to show where your career went to die.
Look, enough talk. Let's play.
We'll be seeing you out there. Woo! Smoke and mirrors. Out.
Okay, so that happened.
Man, please. They all talk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't fool yourself, kid. They used to be in the league for a reason. We underestimate them, they will bury us.
Greetings, everyone, from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. We have G League action coming your way.
And the real story tonight is the addition of AI to the Mad Ants roster. They'll need him to hit the ground running as they take on a very tough Greensboro team.
And the Swarm, led by Ellis and ATM, the pair they call Smoke and Mirrors, they have an incredible two-man game between them.
AI's debut, Smoke and Mirrors. Oh, yeah, we'll see it all right here tonight.
Well, if AI is a name that sounds familiar, it is because he had a dunk that went viral not too long ago. A couple of showstoppers that occurred in an exhibition game against the NBA All-Stars. It was the biggest thing on the web.
They get it back.
And ATM actually played his way into the league by performing well at street ball events.
And it didn't happen immediately for ATM. Took some tries before he was finally able to break through and get a chance, but he's made the most of it.
And you really got to respect ATM for the work that he's put in.
And that one's good. AI.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Again, the miss by the Swarm. Outside Young. AI right side. Trigg to the inside. AI. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 attempts.
Well, if you haven't read up on AI, the newest Mad Ant, he's been playing over in China prior to this. Was apparently putting up some decent numbers for the Shanghai Bears when he was noticed by the scouts.
Yep, that goes.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Pass to Calderon. Trigg. Down low. AI again. And AI was on the Shanghai team, got good minutes developing over there.
Well, you can see that AI is a much more polished and confident player, Blake, than the last time we saw him over here in college. Just seems to have taken some major steps forward with his play during his time in China.
I think being the go-to option really helped his development.
Definitely.
Tatum spent a good amount of time in the NBA, and you can see it with his approach to the game.
Yeah, a decade in the NBA means so much, and it's something that never leaves you. Trust me, I've been there. And Tatum knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level, and that means as much, if not more, than youth in the game of basketball.
Now, here's Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, his shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Young, good.
Defensively giving up far too many open looks.
You're going to criticize their defense, Tim? I have to say that's a little ironic, but hey, to battle back, they'll need to simply shore up their defense. It's as easy as that.
And he'll let you know it, but Jackson Ellis is as talented as anybody in this league.
Well, Blake, confidence has never been a problem for Ellis. Even before he was teamed up with ATM, he was regarded as one of the future names in the league. What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Greensboro calls timeout.
He saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble, Tim.
And they've got to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Well, you know that this offense is going to lean heavily on the smoke and mirrors pick and roll.
And even though they do it with some flash, Credit Ellis and ATM for being very refined in how well they can execute the two-man game.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
And after not being selected in the draft, AI has humbled himself. Knows he has to prove his worth.
Now here is Gaines. Stolen by Carter. Well, you talk to anybody on the Mad Ants, and they'll have a story to tell you about Howie Carter.
Carter is very well liked on the team and brings a good amount of balance to the locker room. Very outgoing player who helps the team bond.
And they're struggling to keep up.
We'll see if they can turn things around on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Pass to Goodwin. To the paint, 6 to shoot. Offensive board, and stolen by AI. And no good. And Greensboro will go the other way with it.
Well, we know what the Swarm offense is all about, smoke and mirrors. Ellis and Middleton are the engine for this team.
Junior Boss.
And the first one drops. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. A nice shot by Trigg.
And for the last few seasons, smoke and mirrors have been a terror in the G League.
Both ATM and Ellis compete with cutthroat attitudes. I love to see that. With their skill and aggression, they are a huge problem for opposing defenses, and they aren't an easy matchup for anyone in the G League with how they can score and create.
Probably the best tandem we have in the G League right now.
4 on the clock. Here's Middleton. Jones.
Well, so much of this offense is based on smoke and mirrors. And if you can stop them, you slow up the whole team.
Yeah, but that's a lot easier said than done. ATM and Ellis have found success by going with what works for them. And if you take away one option from them, they're just going to find another way to hurt you. He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Nice D from Connor Trigg.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
And the one knock on Young. As talented as he is, he seems to get wrapped up in his own numbers.
He could be so much better than he is if he didn't worry about how many points he was putting up. Hopefully, that is something he matures out of.
Now here's Schrader. And the foul called on AI.
That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Bishop. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Young. Greensboro again missing.
Hard to find better leadership than Paul Tatum here in the G League.
Very few NBA teams have veterans that won a ring, and the Mad Ants are very fortunate to have the expertise of Tatum, who has been at the top of the sport before.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mad Ants ball.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Pass to Boss. High post, Connor Trigg. Young, he's guarded by Ellis. Here's AI. Score that one for his 8th field goal, and that's 8 for 11, in fact, on an accurate shooting night.
And Brian, really, what a whirlwind past few days it must have been for AI.
Comes in from China, gets his bearings in LA, and is immediately traded over to Fort Wayne. Hard for any player to be at their best after going through so many changes in such a short span.
He is such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Boss. High post, Connor Trigg. Marcus Young on the wing. To the inside. And that one's good. AI.
Their interior defense has been dismal. I mean, do I need to check in and show them how it's done?
Well, you played no defense, but that team, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Back to Jones. Over AI. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the fire Jones plays with really inspires his teammates. He embraces being the Draymond Green for this squad.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Mad Ants on top, running away with it. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, I think it'll be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half here, because so far they haven't had any answer for him when he's down on the block.
Yeah, maybe mixing up his looks, bumping him out, front him, double down, anything to throw him off his rhythm.
Triple him.
Well, if you recognize Jackson Ellis, there's a reason. He spent some time in the NBA before coming here to work his way back.
And Ellis is a guy who has his hands in everything. I think he's worked as a shoe rep in the past. Just a guy who is always around the game of basketball one way or another.
Now here's Bishop. He's covered by Tatum. Ellis left side, inside, pass to Jones. Bishop. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Well, we know that AI came over via trade. Officially, it was for cash considerations, but the rumors say it was something more specific.
Less of cash considerations and more of roast beef recompense. What I'm getting at is that he was traded for sandwiches. Not a high point for him, but I'm sure he'll look back at some point and laugh at it all, one would hope.
Well, he should be using it as, you know, a means of motivation, Tim. The shot by Young, no good.
Beyond the catchy name of Smoke and Mirrors, both Ellis and ATM are known trash talkers.
Yeah, they will get in your face and let you have it if you can't slow them down. Part of dealing with the duo is just putting up with all the trash they're going to send your way.
And that's part of what makes them so good.
Now here's Calderon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. AI, no good. So it's Greensboro now. Sheldon Middleton for 3. The basket's good, off the assist from Jackson Ellis.
Well, it's really no secret that Middleton can stroke it from deep. That's going to be a big part of his ticket to the NBA.
Pass to Trigg. Now here's AI. Count it.
And AI, the newest member of the Mad Ants, he was a player they went out of their way to get. Coach Keller sees a great deal of potential in this young man.
Now here's Bishop. Ellis inside, guarded by Young. Outside Jones. Ellis. Back to Jones. Here's Schrader. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Inside, Middleton. Rebounded by Trigg.
A long-time fans of the team know Coach Keller is very fair to his players.
Yeah, and he preaches 3 things, Tim. Discipline, control, and respect. Seems a bit of an old-school approach nowadays, but it's a hit with the team and the fans of the Mad Ants.
And we just love Coach Keller. He's great.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Indra. He's tightly guarded. Now here's Goodwin. Shoots over Grace. And no good trying to use the glass. Well, the G League the last few years has increased the competitive level. Fair to say?
Oh, absolutely fair to say. Look, the NBA has been investing more and more into making the G League a true stepping stone for players who are on the verge of being NBA caliber, but they're just not quite there yet.
Well, he's scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
Pass to Gaines. Goodwin with it. Pass Lanaglu. Daniels covering to the inside. AI with the block.
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Now here's Goodwin. Floats one up. Daniels grabs the board.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Here's Grace. To the middle. Tipped. Here's the break. Pass to Gaines. And it's blocked by Lou Grace.
In the G League, you've got to show off your defensive chops, and Grace is making a strong case for his defense with that block.
Here's Goodwin. What a play! He simply drains it at the buzzer.
And a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Now that's how you use every last second on the clock.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Mad Ants ahead, opening a huge gap. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway in the fourth. The Swarm making a switch here. Inside, here's Gaines. AI with the block. To the middle. Now Gaines. And the foul called on AI. That's his fourth foul of the contest. The Swarm making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to White. Here's Goodwin, covered by AI. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Junior Boss slams it in.
Quick thinking from AI right there. Exceptional initiative in terms of when to go after these steals.
Here's Goodwin. Now here's Lanaglu. Daniels covering. Down low. Here's White. A beautiful reverse layup.
He's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He makes that reverse look easy.
And it's a win for the Mad Ants in the debut of AI. Strong game all around.
And it is rare to see a team not get run over by the tricks of smoke and mirrors. But the Mad Ants were able to survive the tandem and get the win here on their home floor.
And you could just tell that the energy of Fort Wayne has picked up with the addition of AI. The whole team seemed to play with a bit more fire.
And we announced with more fire. But that's going to do it for us here. For Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast of Mad Ants Basketball.
Just give me the rock after the screen, man. Move it.
Give me a second.
Think you own the court? You think you own this locker room now?
Nah, but I think I just scored more points than you tonight. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow night, and the next, and the next.
That's how it is?
Whoa,
huh?
whoa, whoa.
That's what you
Hey,
think?
whoa, guys!
Is that what you think is gonna happen?
Hey,
Huh?
it's okay, man, it's okay. I'm just trying to get under Marcus's skin. And it's working.
Two breaded pork tenderloins.
Thanks, Joe.
On the house, Paul.
Thanks, buddy.
What is this?
Breaded pork tenderloin? Come on, bro. This is an Indiana staple. It's also the only sandwich that can double as its own plate. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Man, all the big food shows have been gagging to get a piece of this here icon for years. But owner just shoots them off. Old school, Midwest, no desire for celebrity, only the work matters. You need to stop letting Marcus get under your skin, boy. I mean, he's arrogant, but you're so self-conscious. You'll eventually lose. It's gonna affect everything you do on the court, and then you're never gonna get to the NBA. No, come on. We're only having lunch so you can find out how to get out of the city, right?
Look, I'm sorry, man.
Okay, only apologize when absolutely necessary. We need more ambition on this team.
So what's it like, you know, like the league?
No different to this. Yeah, players are faster, they can jump higher, court's still the same size. Better hotels. You wanna know how to get in?
Deal with Marcus, you know, like make sure he doesn't mess up my chances with the scouts.
Here's an idea. How about you see Marcus as not a rival, but more of a teammate?
Why? He's not going to.
I mean, like, I grew up in Houston, okay? I was a Rockets fan, do or die. That was my team. You know, it still is deep down. But you, young players, you were brought up in the system. And you probably traveled around the country, you know, in camps and tournaments, and you were probably shuffled around by the AAU. You probably never really had a team, right?
Yeah, the Lakers, of course. The Heat.
Yeah, I'm not talking about respect. I'm talking about love. Okay? A love that charges you, feeds you, and that is the difference between a player and a legend. Show them at Ants that you're not just passing through. You show them that passion, the appreciation, and I promise you, none of the time you spend here will be wasted.
What's up?
You're Paul Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Look at that, man. You still get recognized, as you should.
You're AI.
Yeah. Hey.
You guys, both of you guys are like my favorite player on the Mad Ants.
Mad Ants? You a fan?
I'm Zach Coleman. Guys, it's the Mad Ants. It's the Mad Ants.
Mad Ants!
I told you it was them.
Fans of the Mad Ants?
Yeah, man. Are you kidding? I mean, we watch every single game. This season has been so freaking exciting, dude. It's so awesome to know you guys are definitely going all the way.
Whoa, okay, let's just slow it down. It's long season.
You're right, Mr. Tatum. You know, one game at a time. But man, AI, I've seen you be under way worse pressure, and you always come through. When you hit that baseline jumper with 2 seconds left to send it to OT in that tourney game you played, man, legendary. Ice water in your veins.
Thank you, man.
Speaking of which, you guys good? You need a refill? It's on me.
Wait. So you know about me. You know how I deal, huh?
Honestly, if I can speak honestly.
Sounds like you can.
I grew up in this town my whole life, but I feel like I know this world, man. I know the game. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, but I consider myself like a social media maven. I know how silly that sounds coming out of my mouth, but I'm serious, dude. Look.
Let me see this, man. Oh, look, you got 50,000 followers? Yo, what did you say you did?
51.4, but everything, dude. Ad campaigns. I boost the social media presence of all these local businesses. Right now, I'm driving people to the Wayne Grove. I'm helping this small coffee shop down by the river. They're outselling even the big guys by the courthouse, dude. But even if they weren't blowing up, I would make sure they were blowing up. But sometimes, it's just great to support a product that you actually believe in.
Yeah.
You know, a coffee refill would be good.
I'm really close to this business being big enough to quit this job, but enough about me. What about you guys? I mean, the Mad Ants and you, AI, you guys don't have a social media presence. Nothing comes up.
I'm been a little busy playing basketball. Don't really have
I'm
time
not
for
saying that
much
you
else.
should worry about it, but maybe I should be worrying about it, man. Ever since you threw down that sick dunk on Corey Harris in Shanghai, you've been a social media ghost. I mean, do you have a social media manager? Because I could be your social media manager. Or just your regular manager if you don't have one of those.
You know what? I don't, but thank you, though. Appreciate that.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right, think about it.
Do I still think about it? Yeah, of course I still think about getting that mid-season call to be the 12th man. And I'm always gonna think about it. You know, maybe I'll get that one last ride. But you wanted advice. Be here. Now. Don't worry about what's coming.
You get to Fort Wayne, she'll pay you back in full.
Let the coach play that.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you saw them at the diner. Okay, we are kings around here. And yeah, sure, everyone in the NBA is a king too, but here it's different. You know, it's like your family's filling the stands in the high school gym. It's just a couple of farm boys playing one-on-one. Hey, what do you say to a couple of kings taking on the common folk in the game against the barn door?
Hey, y'all need 2 more?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Come on.
It's on, brother.
All right.
Here we go. Ball's in. 0-1. Here we go. Check. Ball's live. One up. Check it. Here we go. Ball's live. 1-2. Here we go. We go. Ball's live. One, two, three. Check it. Ball's in. One to 4. Check up. Go. Ball's live. 4-2. Check it. Ball's in. Check up. Ball's in. Five, 3. Here we go. Check. Five, 4. Here we go. Ball's live. 5 to 5. Here we go. Ball's live. Ball's live. 5-7. Here we go. Check. Ball's live. 5-8. Here we go. Check. Ball's live. Hey, that's out. Hey, take it up top. Check up. Here we go. Ball's live. 5-8. Check ball. Here we go.
Barbecue chicken alert.
6. Here we go. Show. 8-7. Check it. All in. Here we go. Out. Check balls in. Check it. Balls in. Hey, that's out. Take it up top. Check out. 7-10. Here we go. Ball shot. Hey, y'all want some more?
We really need to be there the whole time?
Oh, this is so bogus. We already have 3 road games coming up. Now we got to deal with this?
What's going on?
Directions to the Indiana State Fair. Charity booth again. Coach says we got to take shifts, man, in the meet and greet.
Says we with the Pacers group.
Dude, we'll be lucky to get near the cheerleading section. They do this every year. The Pacers get a choice position between the Ferris wheel and the Gravitron. They stick us at the end of the corn maze.
I mean, it could be fun. You know, meet with some local fans, make some new ones. All my time in Shanghai, I never even left my apartment.
Fairgrounds are nowhere near Shanghai, man.
I know. No fried chocolate brownies in China.
Hey, who are you and what have you done with AI?
State Fair, right, cuz? Isn't this fun? This is so fun. Oh, I'm having the best time. All right, step right up and get your picture taken with the Mad Ants. The Mad Ants right here. Okay, don't worry, guys. Stay positive. We'll get some takers. Anybody want a picture with the Mad Ants? No? Okay, that's not cool. Okay, be quiet. I think I hear somebody in the corn stalks.
Oh, no, it's just a nest of rabbits, Coach. I've been fooled twice already.
Rabbits? Really? How'd they find their way out of the maze? Hey, you know what? You're starting to bum me out with that negative attitude, eh? I think you gotta look on the bright side. We're all having fun here.
Speaking of which, Coach, no one's come out of that maze for like 2 hours. Is there a point we should be like, worried?
Oh, people can get out of there. I mean, I was stuck in there one time for 24, 48 hours, but eventually I ate my way out of there. You can eat as much corn as you want. That's the cool thing. Hey, maybe that's something we could all do. We could all go in there as like a team building exercise, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Where's Howie and Paul?
I think they went up front to see how much longer until the fair was over.
Until the fair's over? Until the fair's over? Okay, now listen up! I'm sick and tired of people asking when the fair's gonna be over. We're all here to have fun. I'm having a great time. We should all be having a great time. Sorry. Shouldn't have yelled. Should not have yelled. Hey, AI, here come some people. All right, put your smiles on. Let's get some pictures. Go on, you're up.
Yes, sir.
Sorry I yelled at you.
Ooh, hey, they said that there was a deep fried butter booth around here.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey guys, did you want a picture?
Yes. Oh my God,
All
that'd
right.
be so amazing.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Awesome.
Here,
Here
let's
you go.
bring it in. Come on.
Yeah, like from over there would be really great.
Oh,
Thanks.
just
This is
you
my
guys.
good side. Wait, no, this side. Okay. Hashtag corners. Hashtag grateful.
Got it.
Oh my God, thank you.
Oh, don't use the filter. That makes my face look like old carpet.
Oh, that's not the filter.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, real funny. I'm not talking to anyone for the rest of the day.
Oh, come on, man. Look at it like this. If we lose tomorrow, it'll only be the second most embarrassing thing to happen to you this week.
Really, Coach?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I didn't go to the bathroom.
Which one are you going on?
Corn maze.
The corn maze is not a bathroom.
Little help there, big fella? Wow. Nice throw. Crisp chest pass. Old school. I like that. I like that. Now, feels like you might have the skills for a little ball.
Nah, man, I'm good.
I know you're good. I can tell. You have the look of a winner. What I'm asking you to do is prove it now and sink some shots. What do you say?
Look, man, I know your moves, okay? Ball rolls to my feet, you get my attention, you flatter me. Look, I appreciate you.
Okay. Look, I can tell you're a man of uncommon intelligence and savvy. So for you, my best deal. Check it out. $3, 4 balls.
Thank you, man.
Oh, come on, man. Get a prize. For the girl you're trying to impress here.
You heard him. Impress me.
Uh-oh, the gauntlet is thrown.
You want me to sing some shots, huh?
Mainly, I'm just trying to score that stuffed elephant that's hanging on that back wall there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You sure it's, not the green one? I mean, I know it's smaller, but I don't know. Something about those eyes.
Okay. I kind of see it. There's something there. An underdog. Let's get it.
Okay, great. You got to sink 4 shots in a row twice to get that one.
Oh. Oh, such a tall order. I don't know. What do you think?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say y'all were working me for both sides.
The shot clock's ticking.
Let's both shoot. When we shoot together, then, she gets the green one. Does that work for you?
In the name of love, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
1 down for the lady.
Tough luck.
Not as easy as it looks.
Wow, you ain't playing.
Another make for the lady.
Aw, I thought you had that one.
Gentleman falling behind here. And she's not letting up.
No kidding.
Nerves get you on that one?
Doesn't appear to be your game, sir.
Well.
Man. Might as well get this over with.
You said it.
Could you just back up a bit, please?
Just doing my job. Tough luck, boss. A nail biter. But in the end, a loss is a loss. Open for another go?
Nah, that's it, man. I know when I'm beat. You got a real shot. I'm impressed. And I don't know what happened to me. It's my job to make those. Man, I must have been nervous.
I'm thinking less about the nerves and more about the elbow flare on your release.
Oh, okay, so you are a ringer then.
I mean, let's just say I'm a firm believer in the fundamentals.
All right, see, that sounds like something that only a player would say. So what's the real resume here? Huh?
I was a starter in high school and bench warmer in college, which coincidentally is also the name of my still unwritten memoir. What about you? What's making the shots a part of my job thing?
I'm a Mad Ant. It's the local basketball team in the G League.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of them. I've been to a couple games. I just, yeah, I don't recall reading about how the Ants were signing a player with frayed nerves, though.
Okay, shots fired. Wow, throwing shade at a total stranger on day one. Okay, I see you.
My friends and enemies call me Nikki.
AI, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Whoa, where have you been, Smiler, huh? Playing carnival games?
Everyone was saying you needed some alone time after Coach cut through your paper-thin skin. Oh, their words.
All right, for your information, gentlemen, you were looking at a man who has just secured a date.
Oh, no! With a carny?
No, not with...
Oh, you don't want to mess with that, man. They're transients, squatters, and they know how to work the fringes of the law. You can't get rid of them,
All right, I
trust
promise, one of these days, you're gonna make a joke worth laughing at, Howie. I promise you. I'm gonna shake your hand when you do.
Yeah, I don't think it was a joke.
Yeah, let's just call it a cautionary tale.
Hey, Zach. It's Zach, right?
Yeah, AI.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Dude.
Good to see you.
So right after you left, I got to thinking, what if I could cut together some clips from some of your sickest plays over the last couple years and make a sizzle reel? Now, there's not a whole lot online, but I was able to track some down. What do you think?
Oh. Man, where did you find all this?
Man, I just told you, I made it.
Wait, you made this just since we met at lunch?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Rip some clips, editing software, add some music, done.
And you can put all this on social media?
I can make this set fire to social media, like crash sites. Maybe not actually do that, you know. I have this problem with overpromising. I'm trying to catch myself when I start to do it. But we're doing pretty good so far, man. 1,500 retweets already.
People are taking notice.
We're gonna make them take notice, dude. You give me a couple days.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, would you like to be my new social media rep?
Full time?
I mean, don't get ahead of yourself. Also, I can't get ahead of myself since I can't really afford full-time, so...
Hey, no worries. I'm gonna be working all the time anyway.
All right, well, come to the game tomorrow, then.
I will be there, and maybe try and hit some stuff to help me diversify the reel, like assists. Maybe a triple-double?
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
All right, baby.
Hey, come to the corn maze with me. Yeah, I hear it's a totally different experience if you go through the exit and the corn's kind of looking away from you.
How are you?
It's very, very awesome. Come on. Tay-Tay, you come too. You can come.
Oh, he did not just call me Tay-Tay.
Surprised you made it on time.
All right. I'll buy. Why wouldn't I be here?
I just figured your new PR guy had you doing a couple radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Man, look who just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your own hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the Mad Ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
Mad Ants aren't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's gonna help you with the scouts, too?
I know he's gonna help you. But you're in my way.
Hey, have you heard about Vlad?
Nah, who's Vlad?
The Romanian guy on the Nets. They just brought him over. Vlad the Impaler?
I didn't see a Vlad on the roster.
Their center.
Andre Haji?
Right, yeah, but they call him Vlad the Impaler.
Hey, man, don't sweat it, Howie. Whoever he is, we got this.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Yeah. I read up this morning on Wayne Hoops HQ. The vlog called us out, saying that the key to this game is neutralizing Haji. And the only way to do that is to get everybody involved, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you looking to get a triple-double?
I'm looking to win, baby. Win.
Hello, everyone, from beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Banafatemi. We've got Mad Ants basketball for you as they take on the Long Island Nets.
And of course, the player to watch out for on the Nets is Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, a monster of a big man that is a top talent in the G League.
And with Vlad on one side and AI and Marcus Young on the other, you can expect a lot of beautiful basketball being played.
Well, the Mad Ants will have their work cut out for them. We'll see if they're up for the task as this game unfolds here tonight.
Well, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love him out here. If you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but the top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Yeah, great point, Brian.
Finished off the break.
That's all heart from AI. These sequences demonstrate how devastating he can be in transition.
Here's Haji. Outside Kelsey. Pass to Andrews. Haji over AI. Haji gets the bucket.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Now here is Tatum. Inside. AI. Defended by Nelson. Tatum, that's good.
There's no reason to let Tatum get this close. When he does, he's committed to scoring.
Pass to Haji. And Andre Haji with the stuff.
The one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's his hand doing the slamming.
Ooh, man, he is smooth as silk, even on the power finish.
It's so pretty.
That's part of what makes him unique, that combination of the P&P, power and polish.
And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
Now here's Young. To the middle. AI. And the basket is good.
Yeah, an encouraging sign for sure. When Young is sharing the ball, it makes his team more dangerous.
Nelson outside. Haji, covered by AI. Haji, that's a bucket, his third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
That's a terrific job of staying with it. Way to go.
Tatum, defended by Nelson. To the paint. Here's AI. Again, Fort Wayne.
Nice mechanics on the shot. AI is very gifted at cashing in from these in-between areas.
Now a timeout called by Long Island.
He wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
That's a good time to take a timeout.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Russell. Now here's James, defended by Carter. Now here's Price. He's covered closely. Yep, that one goes.
You can give a defender fits if you're consistent with the turnaround, Jay.
Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
Yep, that goes.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Here's Fresh, and Moochie fresh with the slam.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and easy too.
Outside Grace. AI. And the layup's good off the glass. Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA. Now, here's Russell. Pass to James. Price shoots over Grace. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Now Boss. Good, and the assist goes to AI.
And 10 of their last 12 points now have come off an assist.
They're just moving the ball well, getting everybody involved.
Here's James. And that one no good to start off the night for him. Offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Mad Ants out in front, leading by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
All expenses paid trip to Novato, California.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on the Mad Ants so far?
It's been a well-oiled.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Shooting for Long Island, Justin Joseph at the line.
What I like about Joseph is that he's a coach on the floor, someone his teammates look up to, and that's what you want in a leader.
Pass to Trigg. Calderon shoots from the elbow. Off the left rim and out.
And Andre Hadji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end. That is great timing. He is one tough customer on the offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
That's kind of scary.
Well, not that sixth sense.
I'm getting the chills myself, guys, because his might be better than just about anyone's.
Here's Kelsey. Cans the three. And with Hadji, as you mentioned, it is the ability to create for others that's so special.
Very special, very skilled, very smart player. And, you know, it's rare to see a player of his caliber last long down in the G League. And I just think it's a matter of time before he catches on with an NBA squad. You just know there are scouts here watching him play.
Well, there's got to be teams that could use that kind of playmaking ability.
Absolutely.
One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room in the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the results on the floor.
Hadji gets the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Pass to Trigg, to the inside. That's in, and he's 7 of 12 now for the game. And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
And here's Calderon. And they pick up 2.
unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and he's heating up.
And if they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Hadji. And out of bounds, the Mad Ants will take it.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Now Trigg. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans, had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still showed some great potential in what was his final year. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
It sure seems like it. They've spent a lot of time at the stripe this quarter.
The Mad Ants leading to the paint. AI. Hadji covering. Pass to Tatum. AI. The Mad Ants with another miss. Here's Andrews. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. Mad Ants ahead, up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
What a first half it was for him, surpassing his average point totals up to this stage.
Yeah, he's on pace for a Tim Swartz game, which is a monster game. You know, it's too bad he can't score like this every night.
Well, it's a late reaction for the defense, and he's always going to convert that.
Tatum outside. Trigg. Outside Young. Pass to AI. That's in. Coming off an assist from Marcus Young.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
Here's Hadji. That counts, and he's put up 13 shots. Now he's made 8 of them.
A wonderful inside score, really like an old school big man. You gotta like watching Hadji do his thing down there.
Pass to Tatum. Calderon. Outside Young. AI right side. And it comes off the front of the rim. And you can see the respect and commitment both the fans and the Mad Ants show each other.
Yeah, it's great to see. And a lot of G League teams might not get the recognition they deserve around the country. But look, that is not the case here in Indiana. The Mad Ants are the story around these parts. Very passionate fans who really love this team.
I mean, Indiana loves their basketball.
Yeah, no doubt.
3 straight makes to start the second half.
And the Mad Ants call time here.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Down low. Here's Randolph. And that's out of bounds. Fort Wayne will retain possession. Here's AI. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
And stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
And you know how competitive AI is, and you know how strong a player he is when he matches that competitiveness with aggression. Great work to attack the rim.
Pass to Fresh. Now Odom. Mack, he's covered by Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Odom. And Carter pulls it down.
They're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller. He's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Odom. And here's the fast break. And the foul called on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nets making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Mack, he's covered by Randolph. Pass to James. Fresh. 4 on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Randolph. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's James, defended by Carter. Just 5 on the clock from the baseline. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's AI. From down in the low post, it goes.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Nets trail. Russell with it. James. Daniels covering. Pass to Price. Shoots over Randolph. And that one goes long. Very smooth pace to this offense.
Looking to keep building on this run.
It's now a double-digit lead.
Their advantage starting to climb a little bit. Things are coming together for them at a great time.
That's right. They don't want to let them hang around too long. Best to build that lead up here in the third.
Timeout called, the Nets.
He just isn't pleased with all the looks they've given up inside, and he wants to tighten up this team defensively.
Yeah, that's what has to happen, and he'll let them know it. They're playing some soft interior defense, and that's just a recipe for disaster.
And that's the thing, the interior defense, that's the easiest way to score, right around the basket.
It's Andre Haji, high post. Inside. Here's James. Grace pulls it in.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Russell. Tight defense on him. Pass to Haji. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, he got in close, but credit the tight defense for forcing the miss.
Defense like that ups the degree of difficulty on that shot by about what? I'd say 300%?
308% maybe.
Okay, I like that.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mad Ants out in front. They lead by 12. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Welcome back. 4th quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And here's Young. Magic Calderon on the wing. Andrews defending. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play opportunity. 1 free throw coming up. And the free throw, no good.
And you see how hungry AI is. He wants to prove he has what it takes to perform at the next level. And Paul Tatum, a Houston native, grew up in that area.
And Tatum was a huge Rockets fan growing up. You talk to him and he'll tell you his love for the game all started with him watching his hometown team as a kid.
Yeah, watching a little T-Mac, a little Yao Ming.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
AI with the block.
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots.
Tatum outside. Magic Calderon on the wing. To the middle. And AI gets it to go.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
To the paint. Here's Haji. Here's Joseph. And he uses the glass on the layup.
When it comes to offensive rebounds, it's about effort. Joseph showing he wants it more than the others.
Timeout called, the Mad Ants. And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
To the inside, AI. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Timely passing, leading to assist. That's been the recipe.
Everybody's been in sync. Just tremendous communication and awareness.
Nelson outside. Haji. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
He's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far, and he can bring them right back into this.
Calderon. Andrews defending. Back to AI. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a gamer this guy is. AI doesn't get rattled even when the defense roughs him up.
Pass to Haji. Poked away. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Long Island keeps possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Young. Trigg with the ball. He's guarded by Kelsey. And again, AI.
Such a dominant force sometimes. It's fun watching AI catch fire and ride it for as long as possible.
Now here's Kelsey. Haji covered by AI. That one, no good.
Well, if you ever had the chance to talk to Paul Tatum about basketball, you can really just tell how passionate he is about the game. You pick any topic about the sport or any part of the game's history, and he'll chew your ear off about anything until the sun comes up.
Pass to Calderon. Inside. Second chance shot. And it's blocked by Andre Haji.
And shooters beware. Whenever Haji is roaming nearby, he's capable of swatting it away.
And guys like Tatum, who have been in basketball so long, sometimes they can lose the drive.
Yeah, and it's natural to get burnt out by any profession when you do it so long. That just isn't the case with Tatum, though. When he starts going on about basketball and what it has meant to his life, it's as heartfelt as any love song. And I love a good love song, Blake. Just a true basketball life for Tatum is.
And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
One of the best nicknames I've maybe ever heard. Vlad the Impaler. Strikes fear into the heart, doesn't it?
Outside Kelsey. Pass to Haji. Over AI. Haji's shot is off. And it's the Mad Ants with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. AI. Good work defensively by Andre Haji. On offense here, the Nets. 15-point game.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself.
Pass
This
the
is
rock.
a team game.
Yeah. Might as well tack a few more points in the lead, I suppose. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
Dominant is the right word for it, Tim. This one was about as one-sided as it gets.
One-way traffic, jeez. Gosh, you look at him, you watch him, and you notice his mechanics, they're totally out of whack. He's lost all feel for his shot.
And you can tell that just by looking at his numbers. Nothing going down for him right now. And I'm kind of getting deja vu of your rookie year, Tim.
Boy.
Pass to Nelson. Haji. Andre Haji with the stuff.
Excellent situational awareness. Leave someone open around Nelson, and he's going to exploit it.
Outside Young. AI with it. Off on the layup. And there it is, the final whistle. Mad Ants win. Fantastic performance from the team to defend the home court.
And there were standout stars tonight, sure, but I like the way that the whole team, everybody, aimed to slow up Vlad the Impaler. That was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
Offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page, and they gave us a peek of how deadly they could be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League basketball.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting.
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it. And everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, and never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
Oh, it all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career, and it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? That's amazing. I read you like all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay, because girls can't write about sports?
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah. I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah,
What is,
company on your
no.
walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ash can? Yo, it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well, actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Psh, that's not me. Ice water veins, remember? It's not like she's in my head all the time or anything like that.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but I mean, not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the 2-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. This is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's sell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now. Fine for now, yeah.
Most exciting part of the G League this year. The NBA is not far away. Oh, AI, yo, check out what your boy said about your boy.
Hey, man, get that phone out my face, Marcus. Come on.
No, come on. You're going to hear about it anyway. I mean, it's everywhere.
Look, Corey Harris ain't the only player in the NBA.
Well, look. It's not just Corey Harris saying it. All of the Lakers are retweeting it. The timing could not be better for me. I mean, I got scouts coming to the stands. They don't want to miss the show. This is like chess. So who's running space in whose head now, huh?
Yo. I don't want to disrupt your flow there, Bobby Fischer, but the scout ain't here for you. He's here for the Flying Dragon.
please, I would have heard about
Listen,
a
listen,
flying
he is
dragon.
the Heat's new forward from China, and he is knocking on the door of a 48-inch vertical.
You talking about Han Shi?
Huh?
Yeah, the Flying Dragon.
Yeah.
He was on the Jets in China. I guarded him when he played us in Shanghai. He showed me up then, but I know his game now. I can take him.
No. The dragon is mine.
See, this ain't about just showing off some scouts, Marcus. This is about winning the game, man.
Hey.
This dude, bro.
Forget about him. He may be here to scout the dragon. Doesn't mean you can't take his attention. Take it.
Yeah, but I can't beat the dragon by myself. But your game plays specifically to his weakness. So I'm gonna set you up all night, and we're gonna take that dragon down together.
All right.
Good evening and welcome everyone to another edition of Mad Ants Basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We have a road matchup tonight between Fort Wayne and Sioux Falls.
You know, the big story tonight, it's the matchup that goes back to China. AI will see a familiar face as the Skyforce recently gained the services of the Flying Dragon, formerly of the Chinese team, the Jets.
And you know the two of them will want to prove something out there tonight.
And we'll see if having seen the Flying Dragon in person before gives AI and the rest of the Mad Ants an advantage, but it should be a tough one either way.
It's the matchup that fans of both sides have been waiting for. And without a doubt, Sioux City has been energized since bringing the Flying Dragon onto the roster.
Boy, when you add a dynamic athlete like the Flying Dragon, it brings a spark to the whole team. We saw the same effect happen when the Mad Ants got AI.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
No excuse playing off of AI like this. He's a threat to shoot as soon as he gets the rock.
Well, you figured out it was just a matter of time before the Flying Dragon came over to the States. The numbers and performances he put up in China were absurd. And you just know that a team was going to take a closer look at what he could do over here on this side of the pond.
Pass to Calderon. Inside. It's stolen by Evans. Lee outside. Top of the key. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants.
Another miss. 1 for 4 here early.
Here's AI. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. Well, the Mad Ants were excited to land AI, and he's continued to improve his game since he's arrived.
He has put in work and is razor sharp in his focus. Sometimes a player is a late bloomer, and that might be the case with AI, given how he stepped his game up.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
Magic Calderon on the wing. Here's AI, and he drops it in from the low post.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's just a nice start.
And here is Lee. Outside Han. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in.
You don't get the name Flying Dragon by staying on the ground. He is sporting a 48-inch vertical. You combine that leaping ability with his height, and he might be one of the most feared aerial artists in short time.
Ducey with the steal. Lee outside. Tries a three. The rebound by Calderon. The Mad Ants with the lead. Pass to AI. From the arc. It's money from deep. And as you said with Flying Dragon, 48-inch verticals are something you just don't see.
No, you really don't see that too much. And to be able to get up like that with the frame that he has, there is nobody who can leap like that on this level or the next level. Look, the NBA is just waiting for the rest of his game to catch up, and he's going to be entertaining for years to come.
No doubt. A nice shot by Han.
Well, you can't help but notice the raw athleticism of Flying Dragon. He can just blow by anybody.
Yeah, Flying Dragon's leaping ability is what jumps out at you, but he's very shifty and flexible, and he has a fantastic first step. One of the best athletes in all the G League.
It's such a treat to watch.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls.
He wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change some things up as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
So both teams making some changes here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Pass to Evans. Here's Jennings. And the foul called on AI. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Up top, Barton. Covered by Boss.
The one thing with Coach Keller is that he wants to impact more than just basketball knowledge to his players.
Absolutely. Coach Keller is of that vein where he wants his players to experience life outside of basketball, to be well-rounded men in the community. I know it's something that the players get behind and appreciate from him.
Yeah, he's just such a great coach on and off the court.
And that one's good. Carter.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Pass to Evans. Five on the clock. Knocked away. Grace with the steal. They're running. Well, a handful of players on this Mad Ants roster could make the jump to the NBA someday. Howie Carter, not one of them.
Yeah, you know, Carter's a very talented player, but he doesn't have a standout skill that will land him on an NBA roster. He knows it, but just appreciates the process of trying to improve his game.
Outside Carter. AI. Rebounded by Evans. With one on the clock, and the basket by Jennings.
He put that lead pass on a platter for him.
A free-flowing first quarter, great scoring through one. Mad Ants out in front, they're up by 7. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. Now the second quarter. With the numbers he puts up, you figure it was just a matter of time. NBA teams have their eye on Young.
Not surprising at all, given his burst. The latest rumor is that the Lakers have the most interest in him right now, but a lot of teams could be looking at him late in the NBA season.
Lee with it. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Lets it go from 14. The offensive rebound. AI with the block.
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots.
And the first one drops. And good on both.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the line.
Well, when all else fails, getting to the charity stripe can really be a great way to change the momentum in a game.
Lets you regroup, stops the clock. Well, you might have seen that article about Marcus Young recently. He's certainly a star in the G League.
Yeah, when you have the offensive talent that Young does and are as driven and ambitious as he is, you're destined for great things. Definitely a name to watch in the G League.
Yeah, one to follow, definitely.
Tatum outside. Soft touch off the glass.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
And Flying Dragon coming over from China, just like AI on the Mad Ants did.
The two, they had faced off against each other, had some great battles from what I've heard. And maybe that will carry over to this side of the Pacific.
Well, we can only hope. And there's the whistle on the shot, took the foul, shot misses, and he'll shoot 2. And Sioux Falls gets called for the foul.
When AI declared for the draft after his freshman year, a lot of people thought it was a mistake, and it probably was, to be honest. But I do think getting passed over in the draft fueled a fire in him.
Now here's Han. He's got 13. Pass to Starks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hahn. The rebound by Marcus Young.
His touch has deserted him this quarter, guys, and I don't know if it's ever coming back.
You know, road life in the G League, it can be rough. Getting wins as an away team, it's no easy task because travel isn't as easy as it is in the NBA. A lot can go wrong on the road, and it feels like everything is stacked against you at times.
Now here's Starks. He's covered closely. Takes the 13-footer. Hahn misses. And it's the Mad Ants with the ball. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. It's good on the putback.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two squads.
Yeah, they're really attacking the middle offensively. It's been quite the contrast.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on AI. First free throw is good.
The Flying Dragon. We know that he started in China, but he's now come to the G League to polish his skills with his sights set on the National Basketball Association.
AI. Another miss by AI. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Mad Ants on top. They lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going, and what has been a runaway of a game so far. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been a revelation tonight, scoring in the Bryan zone at will in the first half.
The Bryan zone, trust me, it's a fun place to be. Hard to imagine he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but you never know. It could be a special night for him.
The way that AI has come out firing in his first few goes with the Mad Ants, there is talk that he could garner NBA attention.
Exactly, Blake. If he keeps performing like he has and doesn't slip up, you have to think NBA teams simply can't ignore him. But, you know, the one thing is he can't get caught up in that. Just needs to go out and keep improving his game.
Take it day by day. Now here's Young. Magic Calderon on the wing. AI. And he'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows. And Sioux Falls gets called for the foul.
Just talking with AI and the rest of the team, you get the sense that AI has really started to find himself on and maybe more importantly off the court. Having a few games under his belt with this team has put him at ease, and the results are visible on the floor.
Now here's Lee. Rebounded by Trigg.
The bucket wasn't well protected, but still, he couldn't finish. Too often, that's the story with him.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
And for the Fort Wayne coaching staff, this is what they hoped for with AI.
Sometimes for a guy like AI who has bounced around, it's just really about finding the right environment. It seems he is starting to come to peace with himself, with this group, and you can see it in his play and in his attitude, really. That can be huge for someone who has the potential that he has.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Time called here. The Skyforce decide to talk it over.
He just isn't pleased with all the looks they've given up inside, and he wants to tighten up this team defensively.
Yeah, that's what has to happen, and he'll let them know it. They're playing some soft interior defense, and that's just a recipe for disaster.
And that's the thing, the interior defense, that's the easiest way to score, right around the basket.
And so here is Sioux Falls. Hahn up top. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
What you like about Han Chi, the quick feet. He can rise above defenders.
Here's Daniels. And that one's good. AI.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball. It's created those opportunities. Well, controlling the boards, they're +5 in that category.
Yeah, and look, rebounding, it's not a glamour stat, but you look at the scoreboard and you see the result. That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Pass to Starks. Clifford Barton in the high post. From beyond the arc, the Skyforce again can't hit. Here's AI. The shot's good.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Now Jennings, defended by Carter. Pass to Barton. Starks with it. Four on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by AI.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up. He's played an important role in their offense today. Without him, they might not be in front.
To the inside, Jennings. AI with the block. And it's good for 2.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mad Ants ahead, up by 16. And we're getting underway in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. The shot by Barton is no good. Here's Fort Wayne. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And yep, it's good.
Timely passing, leading to assists. That's been the recipe.
Everybody's been in sync. Just tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Splitter. He's covered by Tatum. Now here's Splitter. Up and in on the layup.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Paul Tatum.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Lee outside. Kept alive by Sioux Falls. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. AI. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he's going to have to sit the rest of this one out. And that's the buzzer. Mad Ants win. They showed a lot of grit to come in here and walk out with a road win.
And coming out of Sioux Falls with a road win, it is no easy task. The Skyforce were fired up with Flying Dragon added to the team, but the Mad Ants were able to stay in control and put things away.
And I think the Mad Ants are the type of team to elevate their own level of play. Spoil the debut of someone like Flying Dragon. Fantastic effort from them.
And some momentum being built for the Mad Ants with this win. That'll be it for us here in South Dakota. For Tim, Brian, and everyone here, I'm Blake Zuniga saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yo, AI.
So, you're the big scout that everyone's been talking about. So what you think, man? Am I finally walking?
Look,
Look, Coach Keller might seem like he has a bag of marbles in his head, but the dude knows the game, man.
That doesn't really answer my question, but...
I'm here, aren't I?
Something's still missing.
Look, Marcus Young. Kid can play. A lot of eyes on him, too.
What's with you, man? I try to ask you a direct question, and all I get is this runaround. Like, I don't understand.
There you go. Like the world owes you a spot in the NBA.
All I do is work. That's all I do. And I just can't get a break. That's my problem.
You said it yourself. Something is missing. Don't ask me for answers you already have.
Well, so Marcus has this all figured out, and I don't?
Maybe. Look, I like Marcus' game. I've never talked to him. I don't know him. I do know you. People are starting to talk about you. You're making people's boards. Scouts are looking at you. But there are a lot of other guys out there, too. And what separates you? Why should I pick you over Marcus?
Whoa.
What are we doing right now?
This is my teammate, Howie.
And I know who he is. His form is impeccable. It's a work of art. The rest of his game is basically rec league, but his form should be taught in books.
You're Big Toonie, right?
I am.
Why isn't my hand going through you like it does with other ghosts?
Nope. We're not doing, nope.
The point is, AI, you're close. Just one missing piece.
He did say that thing about my jumper, right? I didn't just dream that?
Who raised you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, because I'm gonna make my future children so sick of that story, it's gonna be great!
Listen, I want you to start selling what Marcus Young is gonna be 6 months from now. Then they're gonna turn around real quick. Exactly. See, you and I are gonna do great things. Watch. So I'm in Texas right now. We have one more game against the Vipers, but then after that, I want you to... Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. I didn't hear you.
It's your room, too. You can take a call.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take it in the hallway because everybody would hear, be asking, like, Marcus, what's going on, you know? You know how it is.
Yeah, man, I get it. Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you got a few more phone calls to make.
Nah, I got too much energy. I'm about to go get a run in. You can take the room. Plus, you look real tired anyway.
You know, there's more to this game than taking the last shot and getting your numbers. Corey Harris taught me that.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Were you guys on the beach, under the stars?
Man, go take your walk, man.
I met plenty of people like you, AI.
You know nothing about me, bro.
You think you're special. You think the whole world revolves around your thoughts, your feelings. I got a family, and people counting on me just like you. There's 491 players in the NBA. Most of them, like Corey Harris, like blue blood, so everything was just handed to him. But the rest of us, we down here, we gotta fight for the few spots that they didn't take. So if the only chance I have is by stepping over my competition, I'm gonna do that by any means necessary. And right now, that's you. You better believe if I gotta go through you, I'm gonna slice you right down the middle and clear that path.
Doesn't have to be that way, man.
It does have to be that way. And you know it. Even though your little girlfriend downtown got your brain off.
Don't you dare bring her into this.
Whoa.
Don't you dare talk about her.
Whoa.
Don't you dare.
Whoa. I touched the nerve. Try it again. I dare you.
Hey! Knock it off! Knock it off, guys! You lay one hand on him, and you're benched against the Vipers, okay? You too, Marcus. I'm serious. I don't know what started this, and I don't care. It ends right here, right now. You got me? Do you got me?
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, Coach.
Come on, guys. I came up coaching high school volleyball, okay? And those kids never gave me this amount of grief. Not once! By the way, it's a very complicated sport. Don't know that I ever fully got it. That's beside the point. Get your gear. You're rooming with Howie now.
Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, we just gotta get you some earplugs.
Oh, Howie, do us all a favor, dude. Go to the drugstore, get one of those nasal strips, staple it to your nose.
Well, no, Doc says it's hereditary.
It's not hereditary, dude. I'm telling you, okay? You have a serious medical condition. And the rest of you guys, why don't we try to act like adults, okay? It's clearly hard for us to behave like basketball players, so let's just be adults. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go hit the showers.
A 9-year-old Metro girl has a new lease on life thanks to surgery at the hospital for sick children. Tracy Hooper was given the liver of a 9-year-old accident victim in a 4-hour operation. Hooper is in critical but stable condition, normal after such an operation. Her condition will be monitored for 72 hours to see if there's any sign of organ rejection. Rick Manson's World Motion Tour is over, and what a success it was. Manson skateboarded across Canada in 11 months, raising over $14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5,000 miles, averaging about 100 miles per day. Manson says he wants to thank all who donated to his cause and wants to remind us that even though his journey is over, the battle against heart disease must continue. Tom and Harriet Banks are the lucky winners of this past weekend Super Lottery draw. The pair came forward to claim an $11 million prize.
Hey,
and face the media.
Oh, it smells like exhaustion and sadness in here. You're lucky I got some medication.
Why does this look like something I need an alibi for?
I know how you get hard on yourself, okay? So I was walking back from the pharmacy, anti-snore strips in hand, when I ran into this guy in the alley. And he looked tweaky, but he knew a guy who called a guy, and BAM!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, pretty sure fireworks are illegal here, bro.
Not when we're 5 miles from the Mexican border.
Somehow that makes him sound more illegal.
Will you relax? Fireworks are legal within city limits, and since we're in the middle of nowhere, you can lighten up, my friend. By lighting up. What do you say? I'm only gonna ask one more time.
Let's do it. Hey, come on, man. Quiet down.
I'm not any louder than the fireworks are gonna be.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure the coach doesn't notice us. I'm already on thin ice.
Let's be honest, man. We played like garbage tonight. We were uptight. We were stiff. The road's getting to us. For the good of the team, man, you need to chill.
Right.
Blow
Listen,
off some steam.
I'm having a great time. I just want to make sure I keep having a great time by not getting caught.
Oh, well then. Here's a big old double shot of good time right here. I'll light one end, you light the other. Amen. Let's not hit the bus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I told you. Oh, I think I'm in love.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh.
Howie? Yo, Howie?
Howie.
Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Nothing happened.
Run!
All right, everybody, listen up, listen up. Unfortunately, fire department says the cause of this fire was most likely fireworks. Some kind of projectile. Pow! Okay, and I'm especially bummed because I lost all my cool clothes in the fire. Now the fire department has to go inside the building and make sure it's all safe for us before we return. And guess what? That's time we don't have. That might take all night. Howie.
Huh? Well, yeah. Yeah?
Did you go to the drugstore?
No.
Get those breathing strips like I told you?
No. I mean, yeah, yes. Breathing clear, sir.
All right, good hustle.
Thanks, Coach.
The rest of you guys are gonna hustle onto the bus, and I'm gonna try to figure out who started this fire! What kind of basketball team burns down their own hotel? Onto the bus. Everybody.
You can't leave me hanging like that.
Hey, what you mean?
Come to our game against... ... That's all you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I meant our game against the Memphis Hustle. It's our last road game, the classic. Playing in the old school gym in Nicetown.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Can't wait to see you.
What's wrong?
Nothing, just, the road, this game.
You're on the right path, AI. The bigger vision, it's there.
Yeah, that's what Big Toonie kept saying.
What? Big Toonie? That's like seeing Bigfoot or Einstein and they had an encyclopedic knowledge of the Euro step. You met him?
Yeah, I actually met him a couple times.
Okay, and this is the first time that you're telling me? This is the first thing we're talking about when I get into Knightstown. All right, get some sleep.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
How come?
Well, there was a fire at the hotel.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah, everyone's totally fine. It's just, just a crazy accident. But, we sleeping on the bus tonight, so never a dull moment.
I feel like I'm walking through an old shoe.
Boy, you need to show some respect. This place is basketball. And we are nothing without the old shoes that came before us.
We should focus on some new shoes.
Looks like somebody hit copy and paste 12 times on a computer.
Yeah, man, they even step the same.
Man, yo, your girl is a great writer. Tell Coach I'll be in a minute.
What?
Step it up, y'all. We got 10 points to come back from. Look alive and start passing more.
You mean start passing to you?
I mean start turning the game up.
Oh, so if I give the ball to Howie every time, you'll be okay
Howie
with that?
not gonna make no shot.
Hey, don't drag me.
You're only worried about this because you know that scout's in the stands again.
AI, Marcus has the matchup in this game. You know he has a point. You've seen it. If we're gonna win this, it has to go through him. Come on, bro.
Whatever you say, AI. We're behind you.
Marcus. Hey, you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. First half is in the books between the Hustle and the Mad Ants.
And Memphis was able to jump out to an early lead, but you can't count out the very tough Mad Ants team.
I know this team has too much pride to not come out swinging and try and even things up early on here.
Second half just getting going, so let's move on to the action.
I have no doubt that Marcus Young will eventually get the call up. He's continued his development quite nicely here in the G League. Very talented guard. Good call there. His feet were moving when he set the screen.
And he sort of lowered his shoulder into him, too. Those ones hurt, and they were going to get him there one way or the other.
Absolutely. Good call by the ref.
Now, here is Edwards. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead. Hawkins outside. To the middle. Deflected. And stolen by Calderon. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down hard.
Throw it down hard.
And you watch the way that Marcus Young plays. Who do you see him compared to in the NBA?
That's a good question, Blake. He's definitely a lead guard type. I would say someone like D'Angelo Russell or Steve Franchise back when he played. That explosiveness and playmaking is really what connects the dots, right?
Yeah.
And with the hustle, you know you're going to get a lot of consistency. They just don't have off nights.
Back to AI. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Marcus Young. Hits it from three-point range.
Have to protect the perimeter, especially when Young is looking to shoot from 3. Well, one thing you know with the hustle is that they are going to be focused all game, Brian.
At times, the group has been called emotionless, but I think that's unfair. The hustle never get in their own heads, no matter if they have a big lead or a big deficit.
And I like that even keel attitude.
His ability is matched only by his energy, guys. He's usually in the middle of everything for them.
Pass to Tatum. Calderon with it. Hawkins covering. To the inside. Out to Tatum. Young. Down low. And so it looks like the Mad Ants will retain possession here.
That pass just had a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
Here's Grace. 4 on the clock. Here's Tatum. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, when Paul Tatum is on the floor, he has just an incredibly soothing presence.
Yeah, Tatum just seems to calm everyone down, Tim. All the small mistakes start getting avoided. Players want to play for each other more. He definitely has an impact not seen on the stat sheet, just that it factor.
Yeah, good point, Brian. It is about more than the box score with him.
Fort Wayne trailing. Young gets the bucket.
He's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Young is comfortable operating from these interior spots.
Pass to Beal. Now Conley. He's guarded by Grace. Conley with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Cameron Wade from long range. It's good from beyond the arc. No doubt about it, the Memphis Hustle can play a very intimidating game of basketball.
The team comes at you in a measured and unrelenting way. It's like you're going up against a hive mind of players and coaches, and that's a daunting task.
Now here is Wade. 11 points in the game. Pass to Walker. Hawkins. Conley with it. Here's Walker, defended by Madison. They get a hand on it. Now Walker. Off target with the 3. And now that we've seen a good amount of AI, how do you think his growth has been? Bringing it down!
Woo! Somebody get the peanut butter because that was a jam. And you really got to whack Young. When you don't, he's adept at fighting through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
The Hustle with the lead. Pass to Ellis. Shoots from 12, and yep, it's good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's AI. The shot's good.
When you play like AI has since arriving to the Mad Ants, you're bound to get some attention, and there are some NBA whispers that have started to surface. You figured it was just a matter of time with the way that he's been producing for this team.
A nice shot by Evans.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's AI, and it's good for 2.
And you can tell AI is used to getting knocked around. Doesn't faze him in the slightest.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. Beal grabs the miss. Pass to Conley. Makes it off the glass.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Outside Young. This one for three. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hustle out in front, up by 6. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And with the Memphis Hustle, not a lot of characters on the team.
It is hard to point out a player that can separate themselves from the rest of the team. PR, they have a hard time marketing them, but they are effective where it counts on the floor.
Well, maybe you should get out there, Tim.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Pass to Daniels. Boss. To the paint. Here's AI. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Well, one thing that you can say about the Hustle is that they play incredibly well as a unit.
This group is the very definition of what it means to be a team. I mean, if you look up team in a dictionary, this team will probably pop up. They play with a single purpose, no antics or egos, and they always show up to win.
Daniels outside. Boss. Back to Daniels, to the inside, goes up on the stripe, and he misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Dedman, 4-3, nails the tray.
Their three-point shooting really since halftime has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. You know, put your blinker on, get into the fast lane, and keep firing those deep balls and build that lead up.
Watch the speed limit, though.
And the Mad Ants making a change here. And for Howie Carter, he does a good job creating for others.
Yeah, Carter, he's not the type of player who's going to drop 30 on you, but he does have a very steady impact with his ability to create space.
Count it.
A little bit of point guard play coming from the center position. Trigg making a dynamic pass to the open man.
Pass to Dedman. That shot missing. The Mad Ants go the other way with it. Here's AI. Make it 5 for 10 for him with that bucket.
I love the fearlessness. AI doesn't get nervous when the defense is on him inside.
The Hustle, they have a very versatile group of players. Many can sub in for each other during rotations, and it makes matching up easy.
Pass to Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. And Daniels over to help. Shot from 16. And that one goes long. AI high post. Good work there as it goes.
He's been in some high-pressure situations before. Playing in the Final Four comes to mind, and AI puts that experience to use right there.
And the foul called on AI. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on the court.
And stolen by AI.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, the big story for the Mad Ants is the motel fire they were a part of recently. Happened in their last road trip. I know something like that can really get in the head of a team.
Inside. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
An area that Wade is comfortable operating from. Gotta like how confident he is from there.
AI guarded by Wade. And it's AI missing. And with that fire you mentioned, still no word on what happened, but hopefully some light is shed on it soon.
Yeah, Blake, the important thing is that everybody is safe. For the Mad Ants to come that close to a very dangerous situation is rattling enough, and hopefully the Mad Ants can put that behind them and not let it impact their play.
And although Carter not a star of the team by any means, he knows what the team wants from him.
Carter knows he is at his best when he's giving them that spark when they need it. He won't let it get to his head and shoot the team out of a game. Just a very solid role player.
Now here's Hawkins. He's covered by Tatum. Back to Hawkins. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Four on the clock. And what a matchup it is between the Hustle and Mad Ants. Two teams with two very different approaches.
Well, you think of all the characters in the Mad Ants, and it's the polar opposite of the straight-laced Hustle. It's a clash of ideology on the floor.
Wade outside. From 11 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. And the Mad Ants with possession. It's a three-point game.
Yeah, there's no question that AI is not afraid of the big moments. There are a few guys at this level that might not have the guts to take control in that situation, but trust me, AI does. Just what the doctor ordered, the hoop and the harm, and he makes good on the free throw.
Time called here. The Hustle decide to talk it over. Now here's Edwards. Hawkins outside. Inside. Pass to Knight. Out to Wade. Hawkins outside. Shot clock at 6. Plenty of space. It's good!
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
To the middle. AI. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Memphis calls timeout. Here's Edwards. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. They double him with AI. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
And the leadership qualities Edwards possesses are evident. He's just a guy who shows great pride in motivating his teammates, a great locker room presence.
And the Mad Ants call time here. And what do you guys think?
It all comes down to this. Enough time still on the clock that they should be able to get a good look.
Yeah, there's always the debate of whether to take a 2 to tie or a 3 to win. But if it were up to me, I'd pound it down low and try to get a good shot in tight.
I'm with you, Brian. Just get the 2 points and keep the game alive.
Young. Oh, off target.
Have to be careful in how you guard Young. He's good at finding ways to draw fouls.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one falls, so he hits them both.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
Hawkins outside. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break.
Variety of top-notch food vendors to satisfy your New York game program for a full listening and education.
Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this has been a great game. Overtime 1, getting going here right now. Left side, Young. Good, and the assist goes to AI. Well, you watch Marcus Young play, and he just has an incredible burst with the ball.
And he has what I like to call sneaky speed. He'll surprise you or catch you off guard just when you think you know what he's up to and just go right by you. Outstanding recognition. Like how Wade reads the floor and notices when his guys are open.
High post, Connor Trigg. Pass to AI. And that one drops.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
And the foul called on AI. That's his 5th foul. The hustle making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Young with the steal. High post, Connor Trigg. Back to AI. Ooh, no luck on that one. Excellent D there from Cameron Wade. Here's Hawkins. Knight tipped in.
And the poise Knight has in these moments, has no problem taking important shots.
And it's the Mad Ants with the ball. High post, Connor Trigg. Calderon. Here's AI, and he drops in the layup off glass.
Kicking it up a notch, AI, demonstrating why he's ready for the NBA.
And the foul called on AI. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. That's the buzzer, and the Mad Ants complete the comeback. Fantastic win for the team.
Well, you knew the Mad Ants, they were not going down without a fight. Not in this gym, and not with his squad, which showed a lot of heart in the comeback effort.
And you could feel the fans here in the gym get the sense that the Mad Ants had a lot of fight in them left. Games like this are why you never give up.
Definitely a win that all of Fort Wayne can be proud of. For Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga signing off. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast as much as we did, and we'll see you next time.
Nikki, hey.
Hi, yeah, first of all, this is totally fine. We can fix this. I only wanted people to know about the fire so that we could see that you guys had a rough night. You know, I thought it'd be a good story before or after a game, whether you won or lost. Mad Ants rise from the fire to play again.
Slow down. What are you talking about?
After I published the story, websites started posting links to the video. You should have told me what really happened. I never would have written anything. I didn't know there was a video.
What video? What?
Come on.
I've got this. I know how to handle this.
Wait for me outside, okay? Wait for me outside.
All right.
Don't say anything. Just watch this.
I let one in, you let the other.
Oh, no! Oh! Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Who posted this? Coach, I just think I should know who recorded this if it's going to be treated like evidence.
What did I tell you when I took you on? I talked about discipline and control and respect. You don't have any discipline or control. You just lost my respect. You know what else? You lost your place on this team.
It's over. Everything I've worked for was just wasted, gone.
You can get past this. Spin it, apologize.
Look, I'm not some star player who just sent out a few bad tweets, Nikki. I'm nobody. When you're nobody, they have no reason. They need one reason just to say no, and I served it up. I served it right up to them.
Start over.
I'm sick of tired. I'm so sick of starting over. You said you wouldn't have written anything.
What are you talking about?
Video. You said if you knew about the video, you wouldn't have written anything. Is that true?
I don't like where this is going, AI.
But this is your job. This is what you do. You wrote the story, Nikki.
You think that I'm going to ruin your career for a couple of retweets?
Do you know
what is
where
wrong
that
with
video
you?
came from?
What does it matter where it came from?
Because it had to be Marcus.
I don't know. You can check a couple original postings if you do some digging. So what?
You wrote the story, Nikki. You wrote it. People piled on, but you started this. You wrote it. This is your fault, Nikki. This is your fault.
This was a mistake.
What do you mean?
I told you the first night that we went out what my line was,
No,
and
Nikki.
you crossed it.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Get out.
No, Nikki, I didn't
Find your own
mean
way
it.
back to Fort Wayne.
Marcus the Legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you. And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate. Game over.
Oh, man. I had a friend once tell me that people can recognize desperation just as quickly as talent. And I didn't listen to him. I mean, I knew he was talking to me, but I just figured, just words. I didn't care. But I get it now. In this exact second, me running in here, hollering at you, getting caught up in all this, the league. Seeing you now is like, it's like looking in a mirror. And if that's what it takes, I don't want it. So yeah, man, you gonna get the call now, sure, but it won't last, Marcus. Teammates, coaches, they gonna smell it on you, all that fake hustle, that locker room chess. You're just gonna grind yourself straight back here to where you started. Just a sad weekend amateur, struggling to put a ball through.
Cool story, bro. Seriously, like, beautiful, amazing story. I liked it so much. I'm going to text you a picture of my first game check. Why are you still here? We're done, right?
Yeah, man. We done.
You're done.
I didn't look so bad. You didn't. You recorded that whole conversation?
I did.
He doesn't know I'm helping you, does he?
Listen, you made the right call by posting that video. Together, you and I, we're gonna do great things. No one I ever want to see him on another roster after this, unless it's like a local rec league. So, what do you think?
I got some old videos. I can make it work.
Yes.
Yeah.
AI coming at you from Indiana, all by way of China. It's just gonna be a matter of time before the NBA sees what I can do. Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye. Corey Harris, I'm coming for you. You're gonna be buried right next to Marcus Young.
No, that's not me!
Hey, excuse me, hey. Your busboy, Zach Coleman, is he here?
No.
Well, when's he gonna be back? I need to talk to him.
I don't know. He's off in the NBA, living his dream, managing Marcus Young. We're all very proud.
I know, Marcus Young?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yes. Friendly piece of advice.
Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye.
I'd try to find somewhere else to eat.
I'm very excited to be here with the Spurs. I mean, I'm also excited to experience the great town of San Antonio. It's a dream come true. Honestly, I'm really humbled by it all. It's the opportunity to be a part of such a great basketball legacy. Everything that Popovich is.
I'm pretty brave. Being seen out in public with career kryptonite.
Don't forget Fort Wayne's most hated.
Right? Old boy at the burger stand even charged me full price today.
Earl? He never asks full price.
Uh-huh. And then he charged me extra for pickles. And he said, "Have a nice day, IA." Which I didn't totally get, but I assume was an insult.
Nah, I think that's just Earl. He calls me Bert. Even if I correct him, he's still like, "Have a great day, Bert."
So what y'all doing here?
News. You hear about this guy?
No. What?
Bought himself a fishing boat.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not gonna be getting that 12th man spot. So, it's over. Moving to the Keys, let my belly grow.
Got room for one more?
Hey, no way, man. I'm bored that thinking. It's a slippery slope to early bird specials and afternoon bingo games with blue hairs.
Oh, baby. That does sound good.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't know how to fish and I get seasick, but I learn pretty quick.
You're not listening to a word I've said, have you? Hey, you're not gonna spend your time wasting your career on a boat with me. AI.
I got no offers, man. Season's done for me. I don't know, man. Maybe my career's done.
We see right through it. You'll be screaming for a training camp in a month.
Doesn't matter how loud I scream if no one wants to hear it.
Read this.
What is it?
An article. I'm about to publish it on the tape that Zach and Marcus made.
Wait. The audio? You were able to...
I made a couple calls. I had an engineer friend of mine prove that your rant was edited.
This is... Nikki, thank you.
I mean...
Thank you.
Well, what they did was wrong, and they deserve to be called out.
Look, Nikki,
Wherever you end up, try and remember this place. These faces. Make sure they stay a part of you.
Hello?
Have trouble finding me?
Kinda hard to miss, bruh.
Now, you showed me something back in Shanghai when you helped me up from that dunk. I knew the idea of a bigger picture was in you. I'm sure things got awkward in LA, but I've been checking your season here and there. You look good. Focused. On point. And then...
Didn't work out the way I hoped. That's all.
I knew something was off. I called Tatum. He told me what happened, about how you set him up against a dragon, how you sacrificed in front of the scouts, how you let Marcus shine in Hoosier Gym. So I checked the tape.
Yeah, what'd you think?
We got one game left this season. It's for the 8th spot in the playoffs.
Against the Spurs and Marcus Young.
Hmm? He's blowing up. Every game putting up bigger numbers. If he's playing at 100, he's gonna roll us. And our guy who usually guards him is out, so we figured you might want to take him. You know his weaknesses, and that's why you're here. Trial. One game. Show us what you got. If you shut him down, you seize your opportunity, you'll be in the league to stay. Have your choice of teams next season. Teammates? One more time? What do you say?
I won't let you down.
The Lakers aren't doing me a favor, AI. You earned this.
What's your name?
Don't overextend.
Marcus will make the mistakes if you let him flow to you naturally.
Man, I am nervous.
I know. It'll keep you on edge, okay? Visualize. Execute.
So, how's Fort Wayne?
Cold. Snowy. This is your time, AI. Take it.
Just wish this wasn't over.
It's not over. It's just, we'll just be something else.
Will I see you again?
I hope so.
AI.
Coach Stackhouse, hey.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you. Listen, I know we didn't get off to a great start.
Are you kidding? I didn't have to deal with your drama. Now I'm lousy with hoagies. Best of every world.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
And I just wanted to announce you have a starting place in the lineup for South Bay.
What?
I'm yanking your chain.
Oh, okay.
You get out there and knock them dead tonight. Laker.
Thank you.
Now's the hard part. You gotta stay here.
No, man, I already told you. Marcus Young does not appear for anything less than $50,000. Well, does he get to keep the ride? Okay. Yeah, he'll think about it.
You get better reception outside.
Nah, it's okay. I did what I needed to do. Everything good?
Yeah. It's great, man.
That's great. Awesome. Wow. Look at you. I'm
I thought
proud
Marcus
of you.
was an easier coat to ride.
Oh,
So you
hold on.
threw me away the second you realized I had other plans than being a mercenary, take no prisoners killer.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about here.
Only you could have helped Marcus edit that audio.
Look, man, I want you both to succeed, but sometimes you gotta make a choice.
This area is for players, staff, and approved guests only. You none of those.
It's a business, man.
Not if I can help it.
And one of the feel-good stories of the year, the emergence of AI. Worked his way through the G League.
Still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect.
Trust me, this guy's like double-sided tape. He gonna be sticking, Hurry.
AI's first taste of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Taking a look at the Lakers, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on.
Good luck, Marcus.
Please. Enjoy your first and last game in the league, chump.
Tonight, Smitty, two teams, same conference, rivalry game. Tensions could be hot.
First of all, Kevin, I'm fired up. The fans are going to be fired up. The players. This is not one of those normal games. The tensions are going to be high. I think this one's going to be very physical.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young is out there with Green, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. Now, here's AI. Harris kicks to AI. The rebound by Young. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
2 on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot violation. They turn it over. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Ball, the pass to Harris. Anderson against Ingram. Lopez dishes the ball. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Back to Lopez. That one falls.
When the defense pays you that much attention, this is the right response. AI keeping his eyes up, finding the open man.
Now, here is Young. 35 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
It's good from long range.
Don't dare Aldridge to shoot from out there. He'll make you look ugly.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball, the pass to AI. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And we don't have to tell you folks about just how important this final game of the regular season is. To put it in plain terms, win and you're in.
And for the Lakers and Spurs fans, this is what it's all about. There's just so much history between these two franchises. And even though this is a regular season game, it's got an air of a Game 7 feel to it.
Almost automatic from there. Aldridge using his length to full advantage inside. A 5-star recruit out of high school, Aldridge reportedly asked Shaq for advice about jumping to the NBA. Shaq told him to go to college. A couple years later, Aldridge is drafted the #2 pick overall.
And AI gets it to go.
High percentage look for AI. Very confident converting in the painted area.
Yes, that goes in. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And AI with the stuff.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And for the Spurs, they're still finding ways to improve the roster, but you can never really replace a Tim Duncan.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Ingram. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Ball. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Anderson. Ano Ginobili's checked in for Danny Green. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Young. And speaking of Duncan, Steve, there were just so many ways in which he affected winning.
Yeah, the scoring efficiency from Tim Duncan, the interior defense, the defensive rebounding, plus his physical and mental toughness.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Here's Gay, and he can't bank that one in. AI passes to Zubac. Lakers passing it around. Kuzma with it. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 30. Points a game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Spurs trail by 3. Murray kicks to Laverne. There's the dish to Ginobili. Gay against Kuzma. Shoots from the baseline. Offensive rebound. Here's Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Decent when he entered the league. Aldridge has turned himself into a phenomenal free throw shooter.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
Here's Hart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Yep, it counts.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Spurs trail by 3. Stolen by AI. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Ooh, the confidence of AI scoring the basketball. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but with very little success.
To the paint, 4 seconds left, and it's Aldridge missing. AI has been on display for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The veteran Pau Gasol has been a part of championship-winning teams before, and he's
and it's up to us to
teamwork and great chemistry, and it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And if AI is familiar to anyone, you might remember him from his college days. Played a big role in a college tournament run not too long ago.
And unfortunately for AI, he got a little ahead of himself and declared after that run. And NBA scouts felt he just wasn't ready and ended up going undrafted. Just seems like he needed more time to mature, but I'm guessing he wished he stayed another year in college.
On the court for San Antonio. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Green out there with Young, and it's Anderson in at the 3-side.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Aldridge.
Yeah, the awareness of Young, just demonstrating that he's capable of spotting the open man.
1:53 left now here in the second. It's Ingram on the wing, defended by Anderson. Well, Smitty, the last day of the regular season, it has been a wild ride, but nothing compared to what we expect to see in the playoffs.
Not at all, Kevin. Nothing. Everything gets turned up a notch in the postseason. I can't wait to see teams battle, their intensity level. The dislike starts to happen in the playoffs.
You know, to the naked eye, it's just the speed of the game just is ratcheted up, and you can really see that.
Yeah, you can see that. Then you can see the attention to detail, especially on the defensive end. People are locking in on their assignments.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said, it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Here's ball after Pau Gasol's bucket. Ingram kicks to Harris. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so Gasol will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 10. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
I really like the activity level from Ball. Excels at reading his man and jumping all over him, and great at coming up with those steals.
Young outside. Outside Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
He had a nice open look right there. AI's got 7 points for the quarter.
Talking about gaining separation for your shot, AI can stop on a dime. Then the quick rise and fire.
Poke loose, stolen by Ball. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at AI, in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Ingram. Brook Lopez is out there with AI. Then it's Ball, and it's Harris in at the shooting guard.
Off the bounce, AI gets downhill in a hurry. Defense can't react fast enough.
And it's not hard to see AI out there in an NBA uniform and not be reminded of that huge dunk he pulled off while playing in China. I still remember that play going viral.
Yeah, Greg, he was the talk of basketball after pulling off that dunk, and it actually helped him kickstart his path to the NBA. It's incredible, isn't it, how a dunk can change a career.
I'll tell you what, LaMarcus is rolling. Hard man to stop once he gets going.
And AI gets it to go.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage, bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there, not a lot of solutions.
And it's Corey Harris with the jam.
You just can't be relaxed around Harris. He's great at recognizing when to take risks and go for the steal.
Spurs trail by 19. San Antonio calls timeout.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Gay comes in for Anderson, and it's Ginobili in for Danny Green. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Young taking his time here. Launches a three. The Lakers with the rebound. AI kicks to Ingram over Gay, and Ingram the bucket on the assist by AI. Ingram's got his first basket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Harris. The Spurs also with the sub. Mills, he's checked in for Young. AI, and that one drops for him. AI's got 28.
And up until very recently, AI was grinding away in the G League. And from what I hear, he made a lot of progress with his approach to the game and fine-tuning his skill set.
And more, Greg, there are players who just figure it out when they get in the G League. You wonder if AI is the next player to make a successful leap. Now, Gabe, following the three-point attempt by AI. Count it. And that's 15 points for Aldridge.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor. And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter. Not an easy matchup for opponents.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That sends AI to the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Thomas subbed in for Lonzo Ball. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Ginobili. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Clock at 6. Now Mills. Here's Aldridge. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter. Lakers leading by 19. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Luol Deng is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Laverne's checked in. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Gay. They get it back. Here's Laverne. And another shot. And the layup is good. Laverne's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
AI with the bucket. You know, Greg, when you talk about AI, you have to mention that he was playing in China before getting a chance here in the NBA.
And just reading about his time in China, it seems like that whole experience was a harsh dose of reality for AI that never quite felt at home. And while he did improve his game, I know he is glad to be back in the States.
Terrific pump fake by LaMarcus Aldridge. Defensively, you have to do a better job of staying down.
Steve, in today's game, it's so important to have a high-level talent who can make contested shots.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some of those guys are LeBron James that make shots with guys hanging all over them. Kevin Durant because of his size. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard. What I love right now is guys are comfortable.
All right, everybody, huddle up. Hey, keep it tight. Don't let up on Marcus. You got that?
Yeah, we clear. I understand.
All right, man. Now, look, let's bring this W home. Bring it in.
Let's do it.
Ready? Great.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Manu Ginobili. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
And it's Ingram missing. Spurs trail by 15. Young up top. He's covered by Ingram. And Young kicks to Gay. Pass to Aldridge. Pass to Young. From downtown. That shot off. And it's the Lakers the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Harris outside. Here's AI. The basket good off the assist from Corey Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Young. Aldridge trying to break free, and no good that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. Here's AI. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Spurs. 17-point game. Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Young against Lopez. Here's Aldridge. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for AI.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And you talk about getting thrown into the fire. We're seeing the first NBA minutes for AI in one of the biggest games of the season. This team must believe in him to look his way with everything on the line.
And if you follow the news, you might have heard the story of how AI came to land on this team. This is as pressure-packed a debut as it gets, and AI has to be both terrified and elated right now.
Nice shot by Ginobili.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Here's Anderson. The teardrop falls in.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Thomas passes to AI. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. AI's got 42 in the game.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out. You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books.
Hey, Big Toonie. Hey, I didn't think I'd see you here.
I'm here as a fan, not as a scout. Thanks for the show.
Hey, man, so what you think? Am I running yet?
Hey, this is just the beginning, kid. But you're going to have a lot of teams to choose from this summer. I'll make sure of it. Welcome to the NBA.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
this is your boy, right? This is a star.
AI, you had a tremendous game tonight, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. But let's start with your name first, AI. What does that stand for?
That's my name.
What it do, youngin'? Hey, appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, you can thank my agent for that.
Yeah? He happened to mention why I wanted to sit down?
Nah, you know, just told me to keep an open mind.
So when you moving to a new spot?
Oh, you know, a couple weeks back.
I still remember my first check, man. Had the little Knicks logo in the top corner. Next day, I went out and bought me a watch or a Frosty. 3 weeks later, on the road in Miami, hit up Mansion post game, and the next morning, woke up, poof, 200 large, gone.
You heard of insurance?
I thought I was gonna play forever. Like Vince Carter, collecting a paycheck and a pension. Last thing I remember was James Harden's grin. He hit me with that half cross, half carry thing he likes to do, and I'm waiting for the step back, and next thing I see, black. Woke up in Cedars. Mama was sitting there with a Bible on her lap while the doctor told her that I had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Means my heart muscles were so swollen, the blood couldn't pass through no more. Doctor told me I could never play ball again. It's the worst day of my life. The hoop was my identity, man. It was my reason. After that, man, I just spun out, you know? People try to reach out, you know, all the dudes from around the league that you'd expect. Oh, try to make me feel better, but I wasn't hearing them. Wasn't long before I was back in my mama's crib in Jersey, Same single bed, flat broke. It's amazing how quick the cheese melts. Humbling. Comes for us all. Matter of fact, I still remember the first time I saw you playing the Dykeman. You was a freshman. So cocky, you'd make LeVar Ball blush.
Oh, all right. So that's why you took my ankles, huh? Man, I remember. People still send me gifts of that.
That's why you so salty, huh? Man, you are competitive. Hey. I get it. No one likes to clown it. Man, the reason I did that, though, man, you was out there stealing my shine, man. I couldn't just relinquish the crown, man. It's Dykeman.
I know, man. They never let you forget.
Right? Man. So we good?
Yeah, man, we good.
All right. See, the real reason I'm here, man, I want to manage you.
Oh, okay. Look, yo, man, have you ever managed anyone?
I mean, technically, you're the first player I've ever even approached about this. But wait. You know, the last few years, I was coaching AAU, and I was finishing up my finance degree. You know, I've been paying my dues.
I don't know, man. Like, what's an undrafted free agent even need with a manager? You know, agent and lawyer got me covered.
No. Listen, they're deal makers. I handle the day-to-day. I'm talking media, endorsements. For instance, how much you paying for this crib, huh?
I don't know, 6.
6. It's a new apartment building over on Park that's willing to let you live there rent-free if you just mention them on social media. I got a car dealership and a furniture warehouse that's willing to do the same thing. That's a new crib and a new car gratis. I mean, it might not be glamorous, but listen, you gotta think about this. Do you want to be the kid with the frosty wrists? Or the one with the diversified portfolio, huh? Look, our paths wouldn't even pass a sobriety test. But we made it back. You're survivors. The real ones. Just imagine what we could do together, man. That's all I'm asking. Just imagine it, man.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to think about it. I'm in.